here is another example of the out of touch, inside of a bubble, doesn't really know what the hell's going on, but he's writing for a big mainstream newspaper called the Washington Post. This guy's name is Robert Kosta. Good guy. Seems like a nice person. I'd like to have a drink with him. He's inside of a bubble. He works for Jeff Bezos. Let's remember that. And here's what he said about Chris Christie endorsing Donald Trump. Final question from here we go.
Final question. Do you agree with Nicole Wallace's hunch that the presence of Chris Christie in the political life of Donald Trump just these past few days has been a steadying influence, perhaps, on his demeanor and message?
Chris Christie has been a steadying influence on Donald Trump's demeanor. And I bet he's helped clean up some of that junk food Donald Trump's been eating, too. He's been affecting his demeanor, keeping a tab down on his demeanor.
What the hell are these people talking about?
What? Could there be a bigger maniac in the world besides Donald Trump? It's Chris Christie, the guy who wants to punch teachers in the nose. Hey, we got to have him in. He's going to help smooth out the rough edges for Donald Trump. Chris Christie, he's the guy. So watch, I bet you this guy from the Washington Post is going to put Brian Williams in his place for asking such a stupid question.
I think that is the key point here, because Christie has brought an establishment Republican, an elected official who's won in a blue state, to the Trump campaign. And when I was looking around the newsroom tonight writing our story, we thought the Christie quotes were great in terms of capturing the Trump moment more than even Trump's comments themselves. He's a steady hand, someone who has political instincts that are helping to guide Trump, and most importantly, he gets Trump. He understands how to talk to him and guide him.
He's guiding Trump. You know why he's guiding Trump and keeping his... Because they couldn't get Mike Ditka. Are you shitting me? Are you... They're just... So they just say things to each other. Oh, yeah, I guess that sounds right. Well, I'll repeat it. Ryan Williams said it. It must be true. I don't want to disagree with them. It would be insulting. Yes, Chris Christie is tamping down on Donald Trump's wildness. He's the one. He's the statesman. Chris Christie.
I like the way it was true improv moment where he goes. He not only he does what you're supposed to do in improv, where you're supposed to up the stakes a little bit. So he goes. Not only do I think that's a good observation, I think it's the key point.
It's the key point.
There is no way that's a key point in any. There's no context in which that's a key point.
That is the craziest thing I ever heard, and he's straight facing it. That's how you know he's funny. Totally straight facing it. That's how you know he's funny. He's not winking. He's not giggling. He's not even putting a little smirk on his face.
He's committed to the character who's super stupid.
He's committed to the guy who thinks Chris Christie is here to teach Donald Trump manners. That's what he is. That's why people get their news from YouTube.